U.S. President Joe Biden has released the most detailed view of the universe ever captured. The first image from the $13 billion James Webb Space Telescope is the most distant image humanity has ever seen in both time and distance, taking us closer to the beginning of time and the edge of the universe. Want to know more? Make sure you watch the complete video. Hello and welcome to Tipsy Alien, where we discuss the most mind-blowing facts about aliens, extraterrestrial life, and space exploration. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you don't miss future updates. Let's get started. The first science image from the observatory, which includes the mid-infrared instrument managed by JPL for NASA, reveals thousands of galaxies. President Joe Biden unveiled the first full-color image from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope during a public event at the White House in Washington. The first image demonstrates the Webb mission's powerful capabilities, which is a collaboration with ESA. The James Webb Space Telescope is a space telescope designed primarily for infrared astronomy. As the largest optical telescope in space, its greatly improved infrared resolution and sensitivity allow it to view objects that the Hubble Space Telescope cannot, because the objects are too old, distant, or faint. This is expected to enable a wide range of astronomical and cosmological investigations, such as the observation of the first few stars and the formation of the early galaxies, as well as detailed atmospheric characterization of potentially habitable exoplanets. JWST was launched on an Ariane 5 rocket from Kourou, French Guiana in December 2021 and arrived at the Sun-Earth L2 Lagrange point in January 2022. JWST is expected to succeed Hubble as NASA's flagship astrophysics mission in July 2022. U.S. President Joe Biden unveiled the first full-color universe image captured by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, claiming it to be the deepest, sharpest infrared view of the universe ever captured. During a White House ceremony on Monday evening, Biden declared it a historic day because the world's largest and most powerful space science telescope provided a new window into the history of our universe. Today we'll get a glimpse of the first light to shine through that window, Biden said shortly before the image was released, which showed bright white, yellow, and orange lights that NASA described as galaxies once invisible to us. Biden described the light as light from other worlds, orbiting stars far beyond our own. The oldest documented light in the history of the universe dating back over 13 billion, repeat, 13 billion years. 4 additional galactic beauty shots from the telescope's initial outward gazes were released on Tuesday. We're going to give humanity a new view of the cosmos, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said in a press conference last month. It's also a view we've never seen before. The $9 billion Webb Observatory, named after the man who led NASA during the Apollo space program that put humans on the moon in the 1960s, was intended to peer through the cosmos to the beginning of the known universe, ushering in a revolutionary era of astronomical discovery. The release of its first imagery comes after a 6-month process of remotely unfolding Webb's various components, aligning mirrors, and calibrating instruments. Now that Webb has been fine-tuned and fully focused, scientists will embark on a competitively selected list of missions to investigate the evolution of galaxies, the life cycles of stars, the atmospheres of distant exoplanets, and the moons of our solar system. Webb was designed to observe objects primarily in the infrared spectrum, and it is approximately 100 times more sensitive than its 30-year-old predecessor, the Hubble Space Telescope, which operates primarily in the optical and ultraviolet spectrums. Hubble has looked back 13.4 billion years. In 2016, it discovered the light wave signature of an extremely bright galaxy. Astronomers use light years to determine how far back they can look. 1 light year equals 9.5 trillion kilometers. By looking for galaxies that are so far away that the light has taken many billions of years to get from those galaxies to our telescopes, Webb can see backwards in time to just after the Big Bang, said Jonathan Gardner, Webb's deputy project scientist, during a recent briefing. Webb's primary mirror, which has a much larger light-collecting surface, an array of 18 hexagonal segments of gold-coated beryllium metal, allows it to observe objects at greater distances and thus further back in time than Hubble or any other telescope. Webb's first 5 targets were all previously known to scientists. Among them are the Carina and Southern Ring nebulae, which are thousands of light years away from Earth, and were blasted into space by stellar explosions to form incubators for new stars. There are also two distinct sets of galaxy clusters in the collection. Stephan's quintet, for example, was discovered in 1877 and consisted of several galaxies that NASA describes as locked in a cosmic dance of repeated close encounters. The other is SMACS 0723, a much more recent discovery that features objects in the foreground that are so massive that they act as gravitational lenses, a visual distortion of space that greatly magnifies the light coming from behind them, exposing even fainter objects farther away and further back in time. It remains to be seen how far back and what was captured on camera. NASA's Science Mission Chief, Thomas Zurbuchen, recently told reporters that the new telescope is revealing secrets that have been there for many, many decades, centuries, millennia. "It's not a picture. You're going to see a new worldview," he said. Swinburne University astronomer Carl Glazebrook said the amazing image provided far more detail about the galaxy cluster and the older galaxies sitting behind than was ever possible with the Hubble telescope. The colored beads in the image could be early star clusters. "We're seeing a wide range of colors that we haven't seen before in the early universe," said Professor Glazebrook. Glazebrook was also impressed by the diverse range of galaxy shapes in the early universe. The larger background galaxies have a smooth appearance. This is in contrast to Hubble's view of SMACS. Scientists will have to do much more work to determine how complicated it is. Data for the first direct view of the early universe, comparable to Hubble's ultra-deep field image, should be available from the telescope in the first batch of science data by the end of this week, according to Professor Glazebrook. Then in the coming weeks, Glazebrook and Dr. Cook will crunch more JWST data, determining how early the galaxies in this and other images are, and looking for galaxies that do not conform to the cosmic picture as we currently understand it. Scientists are overjoyed that Webb is still alive and as powerful as we'd hoped, far surpassing Hubble, and that it has survived all hazards to be our golden eye in the sky, said John Mather, Webb Senior Project Scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. What happened following the Big Bang? How did the expanding universe cool down and form black holes, galaxies, stars, planets, and humans? Astronomers see everything twice, once with images and then again with imagination and calculation. But there's something out there that we never expected to find, and I'll be as surprised as you are when we do. NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency have tested its 4 instruments and aligned the 18 sections of its 6.5-meter gold-plated mirror. The images are so mesmerizing that you start imagining yourself watching them live when you look at them. So many clusters of stars and so many galaxies are highlighted in the picture, which then opens a variety of questions about life and its existence. What was your first reaction when you saw the pictures? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? Here are a couple more you'll probably find interesting. Thanks for watching. Please leave us a like on the video and share it with your friends. We'll see you again soon.